Well, done hunting for the day. I figured I'd make the second video on the series of how to get into filming hunts on a budget. Today we're going to be doing the $500 budget. If you haven't seen it yet, check out the $100 budget. And then I'm going to go up to 1,000, probably then 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. If you guys want on more specific budgets, like go to 1,500, then 2 grand, then 2,500, let me know and I can do stuff like that. But for now, I'm going to keep it very basic broad. I'm just going to do 1, 5,000, and then go up 1,000 each time. And I feel like at 1,000 or at 5,000, you pretty much cap it off. Now, you can obviously go way, way, way higher with lenses and everything. But I feel like at 5,000, if you're just getting into hunts, you should not be spending more than that. Because you might not like it. But these videos also work if you've been in it for a while and if you want to get stuff. Now, by no means do I have a $5,000 setup. I think all my stuff together was like 3 grand, something like that. But I can tell you that I've done a ton of research on everything. And so, even if I don't have it, I'm going to save you guys the time, and I did all the research for you. So, once again, I'm going to take you to my Amazon shopping cart and show you what you can get for, we're at what, $500. So, as you can see here, the subtotal comes out to $480.20. So, we are $19.80 under budget. First off, let's go camera first. So, I just put the HDR CX405 on here. Doesn't really matter. I just mainly just talking about a Sony Handycam, and the reason is all the dads at Disney World have them, and I think they're super simple. You can see the zoom right on top here. You can see right there where you're meant to, that little toggle. You can see power right behind it, or maybe that's record, but then you have zoom in front of it, and it does say that has like 60 times optical zoom, which that really doesn't mean anything. That just means that it can 60 times more than what from as far as it can zoom out, it can zoom in 60 times that. And so it doesn't really mean it can zoom in super far. It just means it can, the difference between it zooming out and zooming in is it has a wide range. So anyway, I can do more on that later, but I like it that it comes with an SD card, comes with a charging cable, comes with a little tripod that you can like wrap around branches and stuff. And yeah, it comes with a little air blow bottle thing to clean off your lens. And then a brush. I like all that. I like that you can switch the viewing screen around. Now, there's only one issue that I see with that, and so I used to run a camera that you couldn't flip the screen around, so you couldn't see yourself, and it was almost better because, now granted, I love that I can see myself and know that I'm in frame and everything, but I used to have to look in the reflection of the lens, and it was okay because I was constantly looking at the lens. Now that I'm able to flip up my LCD screen, I can see myself, and I'm constantly looking up to make sure that I'm in frame and that everything's good instead of looking at the lens. So just be sure, be conscious of it, and look at the lens more than you're looking at the viewing screen. So then the next thing I have on the list here, and I actually just changed this, the Muddy Outfitter camera arm. And a lot of people use this, and like including high grade YouTube filmers use this, because if you look at that base, now it is heavy because, I mean, look at it, it's a solid chunk, but that base is rock solid on the tree. That ain't going nowhere, and from all the videos I've seen about professional, or I don't even know about professional, but people who film a lot of hunts use that base. Now, I personally use the Fourth Arrow camera arm, but that would not make it in the budget, and mine's rock solid for how light it is. That's why I use it, is because it's super light, super compact. But if you're trying to stay on a budget, you can't really go wrong with this, and this will work for any size camera, which I like. I've had them before where in the last video, the $100 one, that when you go up to a higher camera, it's not super steady. This will be rock solid with any camera. But it will be a little heavier, so be prepared for that. But with filming, everything's going to be a little heavier and take longer. I would say it's about an hour difference from when I didn't film. I about going an hour earlier because of filming, just getting set up, getting everything right. So I already went through the camera. Extra batteries, just if you're filming hunts, you're gonna want them. Now, I didn't do the research on these. There are some batteries that can like fry your camera. I've heard it more with some of the fake GoPro batteries that will wreck your camera, but these should work. I would just do some research on your part. Either way, you can find batteries for right around the same price, and you definitely want batteries if you're filming hunts. If you're out there all day, you're going to want them. Next thing I got is this LED video light, which $20. You can just mount it to your camera, and you can use it for tracking deer, because lots of times these camera lights are so much brighter than the flashlights. And so I would just personally get this. It would also work great for interviews before light, and after dark, it'd work great. The last thing I have is the Deity V-Mic D4 Mini. This will actually be the mic that I'm switching to. The last video, the $100 one, I showed you a Movo that was right around the same price, and I believe it was Movo or something like that. But I'm going to be switching to this Deity. I've heard it's better, but I'm also adding a wireless mic to my setup, so I'll be running both. And so, yeah, I would say this is a great budget mic, and I've heard that it works really well for the price. So anyway, there you have it. That is within the $500 budget. I will be shortly filming the $1,000 budget, and I personally think that I would almost lean more towards the $2,000 budget. But the $1,000 budget, you can start getting a little bit better camera. You can move up to a little bit nicer camera arm. And I would say I would definitely look at used when you come to some of this stuff, like camera arms and stuff like that. I would look up used, if I'm being honest, because some of my stuff I've gotten used, and it's a great deal. I know someone who's got a Canon Vixia HF G20 or 30 that he got for $600 used. And so looking at these, it's hard because I'm looking all new stuff up and what you can do with $500 new, or what you can do with $1,000 new. But if you were to use used, then you could get a way better camera for cheaper. It's just used. And so anyway, next video is going to be coming out. It'll be the $1,000 budget. Be sure to check out the $100 budget, because truly I think that's one of the best setups. And I know people that have been filming for a while, and they do more run and gun style stuff, and they'll use that, basically what I said, in the $100 budget, not the same tripod or camera arm, but right around the same thing with the cell phone and everything. They'll use it for their run and gun setup just because it's light, it's nimble, it's quick. So anyway, maybe I'll end up doing a video on what I would choose for a run and gun setup just because it's quick and easy. In fact, today I was ground hunting, and I was moving a decent amount, and I just had to use my camera arm because I don't have a good enough tripod yet. I want to go to one more stable, but I'll be getting that shortly. So anyway, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay for the $1,000 budget. We'll be doing a lot more videos, and should have one chasing about a 150 10-pointer. I was after it today, didn't lay eyes on it, but stay tuned, and hopefully I'll have a video out on that. So thanks for watching.